Welcome to the chapter Measure, Fix Impact Data Challenges. In this chapter, we explore a central question. What should organizations do when impact data is incomplete, uncertain, or difficult to measure? Impact measurement rarely begins with perfect data. In reality, organizations face structural challenges that must be managed strategically rather than avoided. Two challenges appear most frequently in impact measurement: missing data and complex impact causality. Regarding missing data, organizations often lack access to key data points because they may be owned by clients, operators, or third parties. Historical baselines may not exist. Measurement systems may still be under development. In early-stage innovation, there may simply be no resources available to collect every variable in detail. Regarding the second challenge of complex impact causality, in many ocean solutions, the pathway between an activity and its final environmental outcome is scientifically complex. The causal chain may involve multiple variables, time delays, or ecosystem interactions. In some emerging fields, such as marine carbon dioxide removal, scientific consensus may still be evolving, making precise quantification difficult. These challenges do not invalidate impact measurement. They require structured responses. There are 4 practical strategies. First, focus on key drivers. Applying the 80-20 rule means identifying the small number of variables that explain the majority of impact. Instead of measuring everything, prioritize the 20% of drivers that account for roughly 80% of the results. This ensures credibility without unnecessary complexity. Second, start qualitatively if needed. When quantitative measurement is not yet feasible, structured qualitative reporting can establish directionality and early evidence of impact. Third, when moving into quantification, build simplified impact models that translate operational data into estimated impact using transparent and conservative assumptions. Impact should always be reported as net incremental impact, meaning performance is compared against a realistic baseline scenario and adjusted for the footprint of the solution itself. Fourth, work with partners to improve data and models over time. Clients, scientific institutions, and industry bodies can help refine baselines, validate assumptions, and strengthen causal pathways. Together, these strategies allow organizations to manage uncertainty without compromising credibility. Let's look back at an ocean technology company operating in the maritime sector whose goal is to reduce biofouling by constantly cleaning ship hulls. Its solution reduces operational inefficiencies on ships and addresses multiple ocean pressures. This company may not have full historical data on fuel consumption prior to deployment or may rely on operator-reported data that varies across vessels. Additionally, converting fuel savings into avoided emissions requires emission factors and assumptions about vessel operations. This situation illustrates both core challenges. Data is partially missing, and the causal pathway from hull cleaning to fuel savings to emissions reduction involves multiple variables. Applying the first strategy, the company identifies fuel consumption as the primary driver of climate impact. Rather than measuring every operational variable, it focuses on changes in fuel use, since this variable drives the majority of emissions outcomes. Applying the second strategy, if precise emissions calculations are not yet possible, the company may initially report directional improvements in fuel efficiency alongside documented operational evidence. Applying the third strategy, the company builds a simplified impact model. It estimates fuel savings using conservative default values, applies standardized emission factors, and clearly documents all assumptions, and it reports emissions avoided as net incremental impact. Applying the fourth strategy, the company works with ship operators to gain better access to fuel data and collaborates with scientific partners to refine emission conversion methodologies over time. Through this approach, the company produces credible impact estimates despite imperfect data. This voyage takes us from promising ideas to proof of real ocean impact.